So this is a very common question we get here at the shop. Fluorocarbon tippet is a thinner diameter. The fish don't see it as well. It also does not deteriorate over time like mono will. So mono has a shelf life of about a year before it starts deteriorating. Fluorocarbon, you could find a spool from 3 or 4 years ago and it's just gonna be as strong as it was when it came out then. Another big difference between the two is mono will float. Fluorocarbon sinks a little bit, so we kind of like using fluorocarbon for subsurface rigs, nymph rigs, streamers. Has a little bit better brake strength than mono, so 3x fluoro compared to 3x mono. Even though the poundage on the packaging isn't the same, that FluoroFlex, when you have that knot tied and say you hook into a piece of debris at the bottom of the river, you can really yank on it and rip that fly off without having to worry about snap your tippet as easy as mono. Mono is definitely better for dry flies. You can use fluorocarbon for dry flies, or I would only recommend it on bigger patterns though, like very floating, like kind of foam, like salmon fly patterns or hopper patterns. It'll still ride up with the fluorocarbon. But if you're using smaller, like a parachute Adams or a caddis fly, definitely go with mono so it'll ride on top. Mono is also a little bit cheaper. You can get 110 yards of regular mono for about $9.95, where FluoroFlex is gonna be a little more expensive. 30-yard spool of FluoroFlex is usually around $18 to $19. So it is a little more expensive. Does last longer though, and it's definitely, it's worth the price when you're fishing streamers and nymphs. Get a little bit extra strength on there.